tell you my testimony about how I come to know Jesus Christ. I know I look like an Ivy Leaguer now, but I grew up on the east side of town. Well, I couldn't guess that, could you? I grew up in the barrio, man. By the time I was 12 years old, I was already holding up convenience stores and running drugs for the boss. By the time I was 15 years old, I was shooting up and shooting at people. But I don't want to talk about all that. That's neither here nor there, okay? Because I'm not proud of those days. What I'm proud of is Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. My name is Juan Rodriguez. And like I said, I thank you for coming and listening here today. I have a story to tell you. About 3 years ago, me and my best friend, mi carnal, man, my brother, his name's Queso. For all you white people who don't know what queso means cheese. As in, who cut the cheese? Oh man, he's famous for it, man. We could be in a party in the middle of a crowded room with, oh man, some beautiful women, and suddenly you would see everybody spreading, man. And there at the end of the room on the sofa is Queso with a big smile. He was bad, man. He was so rude, but you know, he was funny. I mean, he could make me laugh all the time. Anyway, one night 3 years ago, Queso and I, we was just walking through the barrio. We was heading down, and actually we was gonna score some dope down at the park. And I see this, bad lowriders coming down the road, you know? This is sharp, man. I mean, it was clean, it was shiny black with some tinted windows, and on the running boards, man, neon lights. Oh, I mean, I was sweating. I wanted that car bad. Anyway, I'm checking this car out, and you know how quickly your mind can go, you know? And you think that the dumbest thing sometimes. I'm checking out this car, and suddenly I see this flash from the window. And I think, oh, the dude, he's taking my picture. I mean, it happened this fast. And then, like in no time at all, I hear all these popping noises. And like I said, your mind does stupid things. Suddenly I said, oh man, a snake bit me. Have you ever seen a snake in a barrio? But I'm thinking this to myself, you know? But then when something just slammed into my hip, I realized they was shooting at us. And I've been shot. And I fell down backwards and I landed on the sidewalk. And I landed on Queso. And I turned around. It didn't take me no time to realize that Queso was dead. He was lying face down in a pool of blood. This was my homie, man. And he was shot down. I ended up in the hospital for 4 days. And I knew that my brothers was gonna come to see me, man. All of my homies. And I waited. And they never come. And I was low. I was really low. But I had company. This vato comes in every day telling me about religion. Wants to talk to me about Jesus Christ. I wanted nothing to do with this man. He sits on my bed, he says to me stupid questions. He says, do you know Jesus Christ? I said, of course I know who Jesus is. Man, everybody knows who Jesus is. He's that little baby in Mary's arms in the statue of the church I go to. I knew nothing, man. I knew nothing. And so then he says to me, have you ever sinned? Me? Have I ever sinned? I'm the best. And he says, don't you know the sinners go to hell? And I said, of course I know that, man. Me and my homies, we're gonna own hell, man. We're gonna put the devil on a leash and we're gonna be walking around. We're gonna party. And as I'm saying all this stuff and acting bad, I see a picture in my mind of Queso lying face down in his own blood. And I think to myself, you know, he ain't owning nothing. He don't own hell. And suddenly it occurs to me that maybe there's something bigger than me. Maybe there's something better than me. Maybe death is bigger than me. And if that's true, maybe so is hell. And I started to be a little bit afraid. And this dude is telling me about Jesus. And he says, no, Jesus is not this little bitty baby. Jesus is God with skin on. He came to this planet to die for sinners like you. He came here because you have sinned, and because you sin, you're going to die and go to hell, but God doesn't want it to happen. And so Jesus came in your place. He died for you.
Amen.
And I think to myself, at one time I thought my homies would die for me. I thought I would die for them. But they didn't even come to see me in the hospital. And I thought, man, God with skin on died for me. And on the fourth day, I believe what this man tells me about Jesus Christ. And I said, I want to know this God that would die for me. And he said, you can. And we prayed. And I received Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Yeah. Amen. What I really want to say is this. That man spent 4 days in my room telling me about Jesus. He didn't have to do that. I believed what he said. I believed in Jesus Christ. But nobody told Queso. Excuse me. My heart grieves because I know that mi carnal is in hell. Because the churches are full of people every Sunday. You look all beautiful, you go on in, you have a seat, but you can't make your way to the barrio to spread the good news. Man, people are dying out there. We're not here to get a lot of fancy cars and some beautiful clothes and some truck low riders to ride around in. That is not the purpose. We are here to know Jesus Christ. We are here to live eternally with him. And once we know that, we're here to tell other people. Amen. If you know somebody who doesn't know Jesus, tell them, man. Tell them. Don't let your family die. Don't let your friends go to hell. How many people have you told this week about the gospel of Jesus Christ? This month, this year? How many people have you led to Jesus Christ? How many in here really believe in heaven? Raise your hand. How many really believe in hell? If you really believe that, you won't let nobody die without hearing it. Amen. Amen. I want to thank you very much.